Life path number 7. Welcome to my channel. We're going to talk about your double digit number and what are the best career paths for you. This is going to be your Chaldean numerology number because in the Chaldean system, they use the double digit instead of just the single digit like we do in the West with the Pythagorean system. So that's why you may not relate to all of the 7 qualities, and that's because of whatever your double digit number is right before you get there. Now, how do you get the double digit? Is you're going to add all of the numbers up in your birthday, the month, the day, the year, without separating it each number at a time, and then add it all up. And that final reduction right before you get to 7 is what's going to be your number. And we're going to go over 4 of them today. And I'm going to give you some of the career paths that I feel guided to give you guys and how it can best serve you. Every numerologist is different. They might tell you to go do different careers. I give you self-empowerment careers, legacy building careers, careers that are like you can make your own wealth kind of thing, okay? So if that's what you're interested in, stick around. Because I wouldn't want to go tell you guys to go do something very, very matrixy. That is, when I say matrixy, very mundane, everyday, regular jobs, okay? And remember, numerology is very old, predates the Bible. It is what most of the Indian culture used, and Hinduism is the oldest religion in the world. So this is a very long, old practice. Therefore, whatever jobs they had then is not what the jobs are now. Whatever jobs was about 20 years ago, they done changed now, right? We have a lot more options now with this thing you're watching me on. So we're going to start off with the number 16. Now the 16 is in the West a karmic debt number. Does that mean you have a like some kind of a target on your back your whole life? Like I don't like the West always puts a lot of different things on stuff, but then again, so does the ancient system as well too. They're very karmic in saying that this is your destiny for that. I don't believe that. Obviously, if you've been woken up to numerology, your soul is the one that planted that in you for you to wake up to get on your path, not just random. Everyone's not drawn to this. I do hundreds of numerology readings on the road, and I do a lot of them at different psychic fairs, and I am always the only numerologist. There's a couple astrologists, a lot of tarot readers, but I'm always the only numerologist. So it's not like a common thing that everybody knows about. You would be surprised. So if you're drawn to it, it means that your soul is trying to call you to wake up to do something bigger than what you're called to probably doing right now. Now let's get into back again. I got off my rant, but let's get back into the 16. The 16, you guys have that 1 and the 6. So here's the thing you're going to have to kind of look out for within yourself is being in charge of a community. You have leadership qualities with that 1, and the 6 is going to make you really good at giving service, really good at starting a community. So I would suggest you guys start your own online business somehow, social media, and be up in front in that because of the 6 energy. You're good caregivers. Now, if you don't want to be online, you will be great at starting a organization. You at the end of the day, you're 7, so you're really good at research and looking into stuff. So if you want to look into starting a daycare, nonprofit organization, something that services, maybe you want to help homeless people out. And because you're a 7, you can go and look up grants to go fund that. You have that ability to go out there and look and research and find the tools you need to start your own thing. Definitely should be service based though. You should be serving in community somehow. And of course, you always have the gift of say, let me see what the other stuff I have for you guys. I basically some of the stuff I already said already. Have researcher. If you want to be a scientist, make sure you're going to do something that's going to help society. Psychologist, you guys are really good because it's a service-based thing and you have the 1, so you're individually doing it. Spiritual advisor, remember you're a 7, most spiritual number. Great academic and great writers. You're going to work well in fields like education, mental health, psychology, research based, but you want to use it for the modern day times. And you're going to be a psychologist, don't be the one that's popping out Xanax and prescription to everyone. You want to heal them from the inside out and maybe use some of that spiritual knowledge in it, okay? Now we're going to go over to the 25. 25, you guys are known as the like mysterious healer. You have the 2, so you have, and the 5, so you guys can be very sensitive and have some peacemaker. But I feel like what happens with you because of the 5 is you guys do like your freedom more than the other life path number 7s because you have the 5. And when your freedom and your peace is disturbed, you can get angry. So make sure whatever business you're in aligns with your freedom. You have freedom of choice, freedom of just doing things in your own unique way, and it's balanced out. So some good careers for my 25 is going to be an intuitive healer. Maybe some of you are psychics. You may actually, I didn't even think about that. Just tells us just now. You guys are 7s and you're 2. You're probably very psychic. Leave a comment below if you're 25 and you're like, Dag, I always know when stuff's about to happen and it kind of scares me. Do it. You can make a career out of it. It's amazing. Spiritual counselor, life coach, research person. You're going to be great in all medicine and holistic healing, metaphysical businesses, or investigational work. Maybe some of you watch a lot of CI. Am I understanding? You know them investigational shows when the person goes and research and finds out who done did it. You guys are good at doing that. So if you've ever been drawn to that, go ahead. That's a feel for you. Be a detective or something. Now, I'm going to move on to the 34 over 7. Now, obviously, 34 over 7. Over 7. Now, obviously, 34 over 7. You start with the 3. You guys are great communicators. You're very creative. That's anything that you do, make sure you lead in your creation, your communication, you're speaking your truth, and you have a great practical essence about you because of the 4. Now, you put the 34 together, you're your 7, but you need to really hone in on that 3, lead in the 4, because the 3 is going to tell you you could do something very creative in your communication styles. In your artsy, you might be artsy, and even more so if you're also your birthday number is equals a 3 or has some kind of 3 in it. It's going to show you a lot of that. Now, if you join my Numerology Academy, it's going to teach you even more in depth about your charts without overwhelming you with everything. You don't need to know everything, just the right things to get you on your path to where you need to be, okay? Now, use the 4 part as a gift. So if you're going to make your own, how do I make, like, you guys have the ability to, if you, I don't know, I'm channeling this for some of you. If you've been thinking about making a movie or you want to be an actor or something, instead of relying on Hollywood to give you a job, make your own job because you have the structure to do that and the planning ability, and plus you're a 7. So it means if you have a genius idea how to do something, go get your friends together, gather it up, get a camera and record it, make your movie and produce it and get it out there. You can put it up on YouTube or something and show your own channel. This is not the age where we are reliant on someone to come and save us and give us a deal and notice how amazing we are. No, you're living in a modern age of Aquarius where you create it and the people will find you. You do not have to go wait on someone to go discover you in a mall like in the 80s and 90s. This is a time of self-discovery. And as long as you self-discover it and know that the power within, you guys can go out there and create it. 34 for all you guys basically. But all right, 34, you really have that gift. So hone into it. Now I'm going to go into 43. Now 43 flipped from the 34, you guys are leading with your structure. So you can work in a 9 to 5 as long as they give you creative control at the end. Like you can structurally do work and plan and show up and put in the effort, but as long as they give you creative freedom, you're going to be cool at it. So it has to be a job where you can speak up, you can plan, do all that kind of stuff, but you could also speak up, you could have some kind of creative what's the word, creative knowings, like creative, hands in the clay, in the making of it. Okay. you you could be able to say, no, I think that this month we should focus on creating more social media ads, creating more this. Like, you guys have the ability to do that. I did have some careers written down for the 43. Coach, your great coaches, as well as counselors, mentors, and authors, research, spiritual leaders, or consultant. And you guys are going to work really good in careers where you can be disciplined in, where you can have this kind of structure, but at the same time, freedom, expression of the freedom of how you want to do it in your own way. You want to be able to speak your truth. You want to be able to have that inner child within you without it being like suffocated. But you do have the 4 in front, so you can handle the workload. You can basically put in the time, the overtime that it needs to be done, as long as afterwards, that money you can take it and express it somehow, some way too. I made this for another life path numbers. I don't remember which one, but with a 4 and a 3, work overtime and then go find a way to invest it and make that money more, because the number 3 in numerology is ruled by Jupiter, expansion and growth. So you want to expand that money that you save up and make it grow even more in some kind of investment. All right. Now, that is all I have for you guys. If you want to learn more, go ahead and click in my link and join my I don't know why I said Spiritual Butterfly Academy, but I guess some of you might need a Spiritual Butterfly Academy. I was going to say my Numerology Academy, but if some of you need some help on your spiritual growth and your spiritual journey and learn how to manifest with universal laws, then my Spiritual Butterfly Academy may be more inclined for you, especially since that's what I accidentally said. So some of you might need some really strong spiritual guidance at this time and learning how to set boundaries, learning how to flow with universal laws and making your own way, okay? And if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave both academies down below, whichever one you feel called to go ahead and check it out. Invest in yourself. It's time. Ciao.